It's Saturday, and you know what that means? That means a new video for me. And you guys can sit back and relax and watch this video while I go into a mini rampage trying to comprehend how terrible or how good something is. So, sit back and watch my new video because I asked you to, please, please. I'm so desperate. So, I was gonna review Harvey Beaks, but I really didn't have enough time in the week to watch as many episodes as I could, and I was sick for a big part of the week, so I decided to do something that I already know instead of just leaving you guys hanging like a bunch of freaking monkeys. So even though I'm not usually too open to review live action shows, even though I've totally done it in the past, let's start with Legends of the Hidden Temple. So, the host of this show is a guy named Kirk Fogg. What a brilliant name. And his stone head guy named Olmec. And they are the people that host the show. And what I really found weird as a kid watching this show was whenever Olmec talked, his eyes would turn red. Like the gates of hell were opening up just so he could speak. That's freaking insane. So basically, in this show, there are 6 teams: the red jaguars, the blue barracudas, the green monkeys, the orange iguanas, purple parrots, and the silver snakes, as you can see in this picture here. Well, these 6 teams have to go through a bunch of challenges, and little by little, teams start getting out of the game if, they're the last one to complete the challenge. And the last team standing gets to go to the temple mentioned in the title, Legends of the Hidden Temple. So first you had to go cross the moat, which is what they called it for some reason. Which is the stupidest thing ever. I mean, look at this. Look, they got freaking people on the other side that can help them get out of the water. That's freaking cheating. They're grown, like, well, at least they're not grown adults, but they're at least old enough to get themselves out of the water. And this isn't even like a big moat or anything. It's a pool. It looks like something that you'd jump into if you went to a hotel in like freaking NYC, Boston, somewhere like city place like that. So then you move on to the Steps of Knowledge, where Jerkhead Olmec tells you a stupid story about some lame history thing. And then you gotta be really, really careful because he's gonna ask you questions. So you gotta be a good listener and you gotta answer the questions. And if you answer right, you get to go down another step. Once you get to the bottom step, then, you get to go to the next round. And sometimes, the questions that freaking Jerkmech tells these kids, they're not even like related to the entire story at all. I've seen episodes where just like do like a math problem instead of the actual history thing. Like that's just destroying the entire point of listening to the story. You that's No, you gotta listen to the story so that you can answer the questions to said story. You don't just pull out a freaking random question and expect them to know that off the top of their heads. So, to answer the questions, you gotta step on some ancient marking on the ground, and it goes bling bling, and then the floor underneath you lights up. And so the first person to stomp on that ancient marking will answer the question. And if they answer it right, they go down the step. Look at this kid. Look at this freaking Boy Scout. He has the courtesy to raise his hand instead of just, Like, the ancient marking already is, like, blinking, and he just has a courtesy to raise his freaking hand, like, yes, I would like to answer the question, please, Mr. Omek. This isn't freaking history class, even though it's just kind of a lame version of that. It's a game show where you win prizes. And let's talk about the prizes. I've seen really, really bad prizes before in my life, but none of them even come close to what these guys try to pull off as actual prizes. I saw an episode with my pals, and in the episode, there were prizes. If you were unable to cross the moat, I mean, first off, congratulations if you were even able to get on this show. I mean, that should be already like $10,000 to you. But if you are unable to cross this moat, well, you get free Nesquik, one bottle of Nesquik. The two teams that get out, they get free bottles of Nesquik. One free bottle of Nesquik. Excuse me. And if you are unable to pass the steps of knowledge, then you get yourself a yo-yo. Oh yeah. One of them plastic yo-yos that you can get at the dollar store. Oh yeah. They're that cheap. And then the Temple Games. Let's talk about the Temple Games before we talk about the prizes. So by this time, there's only two teams left, and they gotta do the Temple Games. Basically, they're just kind of physical activities that you gotta do, and the team that just kind of gets more wins than the other team, they get to go to the temple. Oh yeah. And these challenges, some of them are just weird. Like this challenge, for instance, you've got to run around, and this giant circle thing, it goes counterclockwise, and you got to run around and see how many times you can spin it around in like a minute. And in this other one, these two guys are just rolling you around on this log, and you're holding on for dear life. Well, not really. Figure of speech. You're just holding on to get your spot in the temple. If you let go, you gotta go back on it, giving the other team the advantage to win. So the person who holds on the longest, I guess, wins that. But these challenges are just so weird. You don't see this in a regular gym class for sure. Like, when's the last time you went into gym class and did freaking this? Oh, and if you win the Temple Games, you get shoes. Yeah, shoes. No, they're not cheap. They probably just forgot. And the final team left gets to go to the temple. And all I can say is wow. Just wow, I see where the budget went. Well, this temple is freaking huge. And basically, there's like this item in the show that they keep talking about, and it's hidden in the temple, and you have to get it. Or go in the temple, you get it, and then you get out of the temple in like 3 minutes. But watch out for the temple guards, because they're gonna try and hug you. And then they're gonna bring you backstage. Ooh, scary. And you get 3 prizes for just entering the temple. Congratulations. You get a geometry game. Woohoo! And no, I'm not kidding. I don't make this stuff up. And once you get to find your item, once you pick that item up, you get, forget, like freaking gloves or something, or RC robot guy, or a car. No, 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 not one of those actual cars. An RC car, of course, duh. And then if you get out of the temple, you get a trip to freaking Jamaica or something sometimes. Yeah, they literally rub it off like it's nothing, really. Seriously, they say it as fast as they can, so that they can just trick you into thinking that you're not getting anything once you get out of there. So why even try? Now let's talk about this Olmec guy. He's voiced by this guy named D. Bradley Baker, who apparently has been in a lot of stuff. He got his start on Legends of the Hidden Temple, but then went to work on American Dad, Kids Next Door, Gravity Falls, Phineas and Ferb, The Clone Wars, The 7D, and more. Let's just take a look at his career. You can pause the video anytime you want here. This is his career. You're not gonna believe this. Just look at this guy's career. He gives Tom Kenny a run for his money. Look at how much stuff this guy's been in. It's unbelievable. I just cannot believe how unknown this guy is to so many people. Hey, thanks you guys for watching my video. I hope you like, comment, and subscribe. There'll be a few links in the description. Go and click those stuff and do what you gotta do. So, thanks once again, and I'll see you probably next Saturday. Also, I'm sorry about the timing of this video. I had a lot to do today, but, at least it came out on Saturday. I think. I haven't really looked at the time. But anyways, bye!